Well, look what the damn dogs drug up. There's been multiple times over the years that they've tried to iron something out and it become worse because they ended up fighting even harder.
On 1,000 Pound Sisters, Misty and Chris were headed over to Amy's after she left Misty's party early.
But this is her second marriage. It's not like she's getting married for the first time.
She don't look at it that way.
So in other words, I should keep that statement to myself.
Amy is over all the drama.
To be honest with you, I'm so over getting lectured to. I'm not a baby no more. I'm just gonna sit here and work on my craft because it keeps me calm.
Misty confronted Amy, who explained her side of the situation.
You left in a hurry on my party, and I personally didn't understand why.
Well, but first off, it's like, I wasn't ready to talk about Waverly Hills because, for one, I wasn't ready for the opinions.
She said she feels like the family bullies her.
I just got tired of people, like, bullying me and stuff. And I knew y'all were gonna question me.
All you had to say is to be determined. And as far as us bullying you, we've been joking and cutting up for 45 years the same damn way.
Despite what Chris said, Amy doubled down on her bullying accusation.
I get bullied constantly, or about how I dress, or if I move a certain way, if I talk a certain way, I get yelled at.
Ain't nobody screaming, ain't nobody yelling. We don't need the tears.
Then Amy delivered up a probably soon to be iconic baloney line.
How many more times can I reconcile with her? How many more chances do I gotta give her? I'm not gonna sit here and have you feed me this bologna when I don't like bologna.
Sometimes this show has the wildest one-liners. Anyways, Amy kept going on about her situation with Tammy.
Tammy actively tries to sabotage me. She's always nitpicking about how I'm dressing, or how I act, or how I talk. It's like, bitch, when did you become my boss?
Amy says that despite what her family thinks of her, she's trying to turn things around.
My family still sees me as a kid sometimes, but I'm trying to get my life together. Yes, I mean, I was arrested, but I am trying to get out of that. You know, I'm trying to do everything in my power to become an adult. Look how clean my feet are. For the first time since 2019, no.
I'm speechless. Anyways, Chris asked Amy if she would be down to go to an escape room to try to reconcile with Tammy.
I'm willing to do that.
We just need to make sure that it does not end up in a fight.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna give Tammy another shot, but I don't have to keep putting myself in the line of fire like that.
My God, Tammy, you've lost the weight. Looking so good. We're gonna have to stop calling you Tubby and call you Skinny Minnie.
I truly don't know what I'd say if my mom said that about me. Anyways, Tammy's meeting up with her mom, who's so impressed by her weight loss journey.
When Tammy got out of the car, I almost did not believe who she was. I don't think I can remember you ever being that little.
I'm like 180 now. I'm in a size 12.
She's really happy for her daughter.
I am ecstatic about how much weight she's lost and how great she looks. I haven't seen Tammy's jaws since she's probably like in 6th or 7th grade.
Their mom thinks that Amy needs to get over it.
I think Amy needs to grow up and learn that she ain't the center of attention. But I've noticed since Tammy's lost the weight, she's got a little mouthier too.
However, Tammy's mom doesn't really seem to understand what the concept of an escape room is.
All you gotta do is find the damn window.
There is no witness.
Find you a hole and dig out. You ain't locked me in no rooms. But maybe if we got them all locked in a room, they can quit cussing each other out and work out their differences.
How's the liquid dye going?
It's going, but it needs to go right on out the door.
We've all been through it. That's the sacrifice you pay for no longer being the fat sister.
Chris's wife, Brittany, is prepping to undergo weight loss surgery.
I'm on the verge of having to take insulin, so I want to do this for my health, so I won't have diabetes anymore. But this is my first major surgery, so I'm really nervous.
Chris was feeling stressed as she headed into surgery.
Stress set in for me when they took her back to the OR. Anytime your better half is being put to sleep, you're always worried. You're always worried that they're not going to wake back up.
But thankfully, everything went well.
Well, we're all done.
Everything go okay?
Yeah, she did great. She did really well. No problems at all.
That's what I'm talking about.
Later, Brittany had a question about her post-op diet.
Any questions about your diet?
Yeah, how long do I have to be on liquid?
So we're going to advance your diet about a week at a time. You're going to have a very thin liquid, and then eventually we're going to advance to more consistency to your diet.
In a few minutes, Misty will be arriving with Amy. Chris thinks this would be a good idea for us to try to work together and maybe hatch something out. I don't know.
Later, the family all arrived at the escape room.
I hope it works out. But at the same token, there's been multiple times over the years that they've tried to iron something out and it become worse because they ended up fighting even harder.
Amy was excited about the experience, regardless of the potential drama that might unfold.
I like the fact that they wanted to go to an escape room. That's something I've always wanted to do, regardless of who's there, Tammy or not.
She was really getting into the whole escape room of it all.
I ain't never went to an escape room, but I watched a lot on YouTube. We got 1 hour. We gotta rescue this little bitch from this clown. And I ain't about to get my ass stuffed in this room.
However, Tammy feels like she's walking on eggshells around her sister.
I feel like Amy's being a little standoffish, like walking on eggshells, kinda. Don't want to set me off, and I don't want to set her off, so I'm walking on eggshells too.
Chris was just grateful that they weren't fighting.
To see them two working together and not fighting is
nice.
Wonderful.
Hey now, stay in there.
Thanks,
Stay your ass
Bob.
in the closet. My bones are not ready to come out you, okay?
They ended up successfully completing the escape room.
We did that before the evil clown took us. That bitch came at me like that, and I was like, not tonight, Satan.
Both sisters say that they're ready to move on from the drama.
It's nice to have something fun to do other than dealing with drama and bull.
I miss hanging out and bonding and getting along, man. I'm tired of fighting.
I'm just ready to move on.
However, they didn't have a big drawn-out conversation about it.
Is there anything else you want to say to each other?
No. In our family, we don't communicate. We just move on. Sometimes this stuff is best left unsaid.
What about you, Tammy? You agree?
Yeah.
Then the episode ended with Amy asking her friend to be her maid of honor instead of Tammy.
I mean, I'm sure Tammy's gonna be pissed not being my maid of honor, but I don't give a Yeah, we had one good outing, whoop-de-whoop. At the end of the day, this is my wedding. Why does it gotta be Tammy, Tammy, Tammy? This ain't about Tammy.